exhibition games. So far in the ball game, Paolo Banchero being guarded by Keon Brooks Jr. There's the finish. I think inarguably the most consistent player John Calipari had last season. He's the leading scorer on last year's team at 56 threes. Good defense by Ty Washington. So a nice response by Kentucky, but then Duke goes far more explosive. And Mike Krzyzewski was saying that what a play. Wow. Was really impressed John Calipari through the preseason and the exhibition games, and he is making a determined bid for a much larger role in the Wildcat frontcourt. He's athletic, got good length. Brother's a pretty good player too. Yeah, and he's in the house watching him tonight. How about Keels? But he's not going to be out for long. Duke right now without Paolo Banchero and Wendell Moore, both out with issues. The Moore one definitely looks like a cramp. Banchero can't be quite as sure, but he is back in the locker room. Keels inside, muscles it up and in. Mr. Holmgren, who had a big night tonight against Dixie State. It'll be a different test, obviously, against Texas, but Holmgren about 7 feet tall and rail thin, but supremely talented player.
Unbelievable Trevor Keels when this game is over, and he's making me look pretty smart in saying that. He is a big-time player.
He's got 19 and give him an assist.
This arena's been electric from the opening tap of the Kansas-Michigan State game to now.
Keels. We have seen it.
Tough to make a pass with 7-4 on you.
Keels for three. Banchero to Keels with 10 on the shot clock. Into Williams and the finish.
See if you can get a sway. Here they go.
He was on the bench almost 9 minutes. Keels. Nice shot.
You can actually get out of that, just sort of back dribble and take Theo John off the dribble.
Too deep and an easy.
Branham is going to be, he's a good player now, but just a freshman. Went to St. Vincent St. Mary High School, the same high school that produced LeBron James.
Keels so strong, boy.
Exactly where Mark Williams was. He was hunting that block shot from the weak side. He saw that Zed Key was wide open as a result.
Good pass. Williams with the loud. 59-51. And they made their free throws. They have the lead here. 4 of 14. They've missed 10 of them. That ball is good. Three-pointer.
Virginia Tech starts out in man-to-man. They're a containment man team. Most of their defense is going to be played inside that three-point line, but they're very physical inside that line.
First shot by Keels. Out of the gate in the second half, the Hokies add on to their lead. This is the biggest lead they've had in the ball game, up by 8. Keels wiggling under. They want Couture, but it's knocked away by Keels. Keels will lay it in.
If they choose. Griffin. Skip out front for Keels. He will launch it and hit.
They're blitzing and trapping anytime the ball gets to the corner.
Trevor Keels did three and he drilled.
And a kick out to a guy who knocked down the three. Excellent spacing, but unselfish play again by Charlie Moore.
Keels dish to Williams. Count it! Plus the three. Back to Griffin. Kicked out Banchero. Here's Keels. Rises and hits.
We'll switch 1 through 4.
Way beyond Smith for 3. Off the side rim. Banchero the other way. Keels steps into a 3. Got it! Keels down low, sailing inside again.
He's a guy that doesn't need the ball to have an impact on the stat sheet. He's a guy that is putbacks, drop-offs, and rim runs. If he does those 3 things, defends his position, plays in their rotation schemes, he's going to be able to do this.
There he is.
State to get it to 3 possessions.
Three minutes to go. Williams Teams were supposed to meet twice last year. Neither game happened because of COVID. They haven't met since February of 2020. Trevor Keels gets the Blue Devils on the board with an early. Veteran guards over the years, M.J. Walker, Trent Forrest. Now Cleveland turns it over. Keels picked his pocket. Shields
he absolutely altered it and then gathered the basketball coming back down. Won't get credit for a block or a rebound, but definitely made a difference on that play.
Keels to Williams and a chance for a three.
Get out of here quick because the court is going to get stormed. No question about it.
Keels into the paint. Spins around and hits.
What a goaltending on that shot. Theo John going up does hit the rim, or at least the net, which shakes that basketball out of the rim.
Keels off to John for two more. Largest lead of the night for Duke. Basketball players to have an opportunity to reach their goals and dreams at the next level.
And Tom Kachalski, of course, always greets you with a smile and a handshake. Kept his handwritten notes with him at all times, and one of the true ambassadors for the game of basketball, especially
now. And Duke's pressure is the reason why.
That was one of the things the Carolina staff talked about. They had to get some paint penetration. When they have ball and player movement, they can score on anyone. But Duke has been an exceptional defensive team, leading the ACC in field goal percentage defense and three-point defense.
Well, their defending of the three has been excellent.
And a round of applause from this North Carolina crowd who appreciate the valiant effort that Brady has turned in tonight to do everything he could to try to keep the Tar Heels in this thing.
That's the first rest he's had while the clock's ticking, isn't it?
It is.
That's a lot of minutes for a big guy to play, for anybody to play.
And he's not just being a standstill shooter. He's had to bang bodies inside in the post, too. From the corner, it is Trevor.
Family illness issues, and that would provide them another versatile defender. But that really shortens the rotation, makes it difficult. And Carolina's really only 7 deep.
As you think back, Jay, it's happened from time to time. As Keels just knocks down another one.
And Andrea talked to John Shire. He said we've got to find a way to keep Virginia out of the paint. The last few possessions, Kihei Clark has had his way getting in the paint whenever he chooses.
5 assists now for Clark.
You think toughness was discussed in the halftime locker room? Brad Brown now wanted goaltending. Basket interference.
They get nothing. John was waiting to see if
NCAA tournament, including Duke at a 2, Wake at a 7, Notre Dame at a 10, and then the last 4 in would be Miami and North Carolina.
Keels under consideration merit, and Notre Dame sitting in sole possession of first place after a little bit of a nail-biter last night against Louisville. Oh.
And he might be the most improved player in the ACC.
Upping his averages by 11 points and 4 rebounds to come into play today. 15 and 6 in 30 minutes a game. And he's primarily guarded Banchero today. You'll look at the final stats for Banchero, scoring total anyhow, is Keels. Banchero popping off of a couple of screens.
For Clemson. But Clemson just didn't make enough shots. And it's easy to think that that's just the only answer, but Duke just overpowered them in the paint. They started the game aggressive up the line defensively, and they punished Clemson inside.
Clemson normally a much better three-point shooting team.
The Blue Devils. Yeah, and when we spoke with Coach K the other day, fatigued. They're playing 4 games in 8 days. They didn't get into really late after their last game, and it was a tough game. So
one of the top defenders in the nation, Mark Williams.
Yeah, leads the ACC, close to 4 blocks a game. That's great use again by the body by James Karnick. getting right into his chest and then getting that jump hook off.
Trevor. Good ball fake by Ashton Langford. Keels. Oh, he'll counter punch.
Now the rebound.
This is where Duke needs to have a very mature offensive possession. They got to move the ball, get a couple of sides.
Trevor Keels for three.
Caro back in with the 2 fouls, tied up. Keels, shot fake for 3. Connects. Shot clock at 4. Keels for 3. Yes.
Joanna Gaines while I'm there. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm getting the chocolate cake at their restaurant. It's so good.
A long penetration, and there was a little fade screen set by Jaden Gardner. And good poise by Beekman. He had the shot right away, but put it on the deck.
Keels over Franklin. Gardner, assertive move, but John was there to swat it away.
Theo John was one of the top shot blockers in the Big East when he was at Marquette.
Step back, Keels.
Wow.
Tough shot.
Got a switch.
And now Duke comes up with a turnover. Keels lays it in.
Grad out of Staten Island, New York. As Coach K was talking about him during the Duke workout today on this floor, and he said he is absolutely going to the NBA.
Yeah, he believes it. I believe that he's an NBA player, a classic 3-and-D guy. As Trevor Keels, he's been looking forward to as well.
You know that. Keels and Banchero, by the way, have scored 22 of the 29. And adding to that, shooters in the country. And the confidence he's growing makes Duke even more dangerous come NCAA tournaments.
And more versatile. And when you think about, I mean, they can play in so many different ways. As Trevor Keels has got across his body to square the shoulders and finish it off. And again, at 6'10", 250, I mean, you know, there are guards that can't do that. And you're talking about with that type of size, and you see his ability to handle the basketball. Duke may be the only team in the ACC running 4 or 5 pick and rolls with he and Williams.
Guess who's showing up?
Think about that possession alone against the usual defender. Hughley would get contact, but because Mark Williams is such a great shot blocker, he doesn't have to contact and he can try to meet him up top. Oh, they're all negative. It's all negative. It's never positive when I talk about him.
You two are great friends.
Oh,
by now, we should know that.
That's my brother, no question about it. My other brother, Grant Hill, name drop or shout out, whichever you call it. Now feels as though, oh, okay, Trevor.
And those middle third ball screens set by Armando Bacot, because you're so worried about the roll. If Mark Williams doesn't help on the ball, then Bacot rolls to the back. Or if he helps on the ball, Bacot rolls to the basket to attack Brady Manick. Or try to look into the post and go against Armando Bacot. And then if they kick it out, you got an open 3, good for you.
Open 3, Keels. Yes. Might wind up first team all ACC. If not, you think definitely second team. Banchero with the offensive rebound.
That inside position, they were looking to go high-low, and got to take on Bacot here. He's saying, get out of the way. Good help by R.J. Davis.
That leaves Keels open, though, and
Duke playing way off of Torrance.
Nobody picks up Keels. And another offensive rebound for Williams. Another good look for Keels. And Duke has knocked down.
He's got a great feel for how to play.
As you said yesterday, about 25 years from now, he's going to be first pick of the YMCA, isn't he? When they divvy up teams, his moves will all play forever. Swider guarding Keels. Again, Swider with 3. Keels goes by him.
Smart left-handed drive went to the other side of the rim. That was beautiful.
Now the coach going very deep into his bench tonight. Boy, nobody
handles the ball, and turnovers are going to be an issue in this game. Duke has not been forcing a ton of turnovers in ACC play. In fact, they're underwater in turnover margin. which seems a bit unusual for a team that likes to get out in passing lanes and pressure the ball.
Keels into Williams, who lays it in. Williams was...
These teams are both locked in. And just great movement off the ball to set themselves up for shots.
Keels gets to the bucket and lays it in.
Titans looking for something. What a defensive set that was. Choked the attack. What a driver this kid is. Keels.
And couples.
That's pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah.
Because you taught Freddie everything he knows.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The golf game.
Here's
3-point shot by Moore. They are a pleasure to watch.
That'll be a fun matchup game, too.
Sure will test. Biggest concern, we think, is the physicality, maybe, of Michigan State.
not as physical as they always are, though.
No.
That's Keels with a nice... Pretty good to Duke, huh? Duke's been good to them.
Yep, no question about it.
Sister Elizabeth, National Player of the Year in 2015.
Aaron and Carroll. Nice cut by Keels. Another look. And a bounce.
Spartans have missed their last 8 shots. Scoreless for 4.5.
Duke does a great job spreading you. You got to cover a lot of areas on the floor. This is a driver. He is so strong.
Oh. Brown with 18. High scorer in the game.
Take care of time, I think. On the drive, though, post up. Reds are pretty much taken over.
Keels. Bingham almost got it.
Automatic switching can be dangerous. Roach may have the matchup he wants. He's got Gabe Brown.
Keels. Is it? Carroll. Keels can tie him right here.
On any drive by Note, 5 guys are in the paint. Active hands. They got to find the shooters.
Keels. Weaving through traffic. Nice move. Chris likes.
And he'll put you on your heels. Take you to stool. Tough shot, though.
He was looking for a call. Wasn't there.
Almost got a bump there.
Moore. To Keels. And the Blue Devils. Rebound.
A new landlord.
Whew. Duke with 4 seconds. To Keels with the 3. Knocks it down at the buzzer. Dagger. Going a wide receiver and a defensive back.
There's that
the combine going after it.
I'm sorry, Jim. The first time they ran the elevator play, but well diagnosed.
Keels. Got the soft roll.
And you know, defensively. This is where I like Nick Carroll.
The big screen up top.
Keels. Strong drive for that kid. Got the soft touch, too.
Little stack set here.
The curl.
Keels. And flips it right to the rim and in. Hot hand.
He's got that pull-up ability. Stop. Go full tilt. Stop and drill.
Davis with 10 points.
Carroll wants to take his guy. Love that spin.
Goes to Keels instead. Stop. And yes.
Almost the exact.
Manic. To Arm and Stolen. Again, Moore is the one this time who jumps in the passing lane and Keels. Oh, somehow that goes.
He started to see the ball go through the hoop by attacking in that first half, and now he's going. It's a long night here for these Blue Devils.
Largest lead for North Carolina. And the ball tapped somehow out to Keels. That could have very easily been going.
Watch their delay.
Love again. Moore. To Keels. Pretty right to the basket. How about the
look at the speed here?
Roach.
Oh, what are you doing?
Laying, but Keels, his old high school teammate, follows up.
Taking the speed here.
Doubled up. Keels to Carroll. Keels. Gives Duke the lead by 1.